Thank you everyone for spending some time with Jack and I this morning. We want to get it out in front of this tariff tantrum ASAP, just to print it is. And I want to, I guess, begin with you never need to worry, knowing that you're paying Jack and I to worry for you. I can't stress that point enough. Whatever's taking place, we are on it at all times. So I spent all weekend, unfortunately, in front of the news channels, trying to get a sense of what was going to take place. And as I've always warned, news is a terrible thing to watch. It's sensationalized, it's dramatized. The purpose of news is to get as many people watching, and you do that usually with fear mongering and crisis creation. It works like a charm to get you to watch, but it also wreaks havoc with your mental well-being and could wreak havoc with your financial well-being. It often does. In fact, it's been proven. A funny study that we won from Fidelity, I believe, and the study was the best performing clients at Fidelity Investments. They are, I think, the second largest asset manager in the world. Best performing clients were either forgot they had an account. I repeat, the best performing clients at Fidelity through the study apparently were people who were dead or forgot they had an account. They left it alone, and the market forces made them a lot of money. Anyways, that's not reality, but it's quite funny, anecdotally speaking. But anyway, we are on top of every situation as best as we can. We are proactive in how we manage money, and we try to position and think in advance of changes and disruption. Look, I wasn't as focused on Trump and tariffs in the way we position portfolios. I'm just standing back and looking at the situation globally. Where can we make money? What's working and what's not working. And for the last number of years, clear as day, America has been working. In fact, for the last decade, America has been working. And so we continue to put more and more assets towards America. Canada has not been working, and so we have fewer and fewer assets in Canada. And so, just following our macro work is to put us in the right position coming into the tariff tantrum. Good news is it's been averted. I went to the liquor store yesterday to pick up a few bottles of wine. My shelves were getting sparse from, I guess, the weekend TV viewing and wine stuff. But I asked them I bought the 3 cases of wine, just various assortments of vintages, and $20, $40, $30, not much. And asked for some boxes. I'm sorry, sir, we're all out of boxes. All the American consumers came in on the weekend and bought up all of our bourbon and American spirits, so we have no boxes left. I said, good golly, within 24 hours, people reacted so quickly. It's incredible how we act and react to such circumstances. But I guess you're better off to buy a few bottles of bourbon than you are to disrupt your portfolio. And for that, I say thank you to all of you who didn't disrupt anything. Very, very smart, and congratulations to you. But look, for the next 4 years, it's going to be Groundhog Day. It's going to be Groundhog Day, so we can just expect more bombastic activity. And I fully accepted the presidency. There's nothing I can do about it. That is the president we have to work with. So, like whatever the case may be. The good news is, markets globally are acting okay. Hopefully we can make some money this year. And as January goes, the market tends to, from a probable point of view, do quite well, or vice versa if January's weak. So January's off to a decent start. Market's up about 2% on the month. We've had very, very good performance, up between 4 and 6% on the month, just rounding error. But again, we're off to a decent start. The European market's looking quite interesting to us. And again, congratulations for those who tuned into this call. Because again, I try to give you a little extra if you join the call. But we have been talking about a few third-party managers that I have put my toe in the water with, managers that basically they give us the trading instructions and we execute the trade for them, but it's their portfolio. I got to pay for them, but it's a way to diversify away from us and get some different ideas into your portfolio. Specific companies being Morgan Stanley, they have a focus list, so to speak, a concentrated portfolio that's working very well. AGF, they too have a portfolio that they can give us the ideas, we execute the trade, working very, very well. So if you want other ideas, we have some more ideas for you. Diversify away from my strategy and what Jack and I do. Not a bad idea, especially if you have a lot of money. If you have under $1 million, I wouldn't bother. But if you have 10, 15 million bucks, 20 million bucks, 35 bucks with us, certainly you can take sleeves of some other managers just to help round out portfolios. Likewise, if you love ETFs, we can do that. If you love GICs, we can do that. So nothing we can't do. Financial plan is very important. You've got to continue to make sure that you're being well planned. well looked after in that regard, up to date with all the changes in legislation, all that good stuff. But in terms of the Trump tantrum, pretty much over. We'll see what happens with the Canadian dollar. To me, it looks lower. But a good friend of mine and one of my mentors said, Wolf, usually need a crisis to mark a bottom. Maybe the bottom for the loonie is now in, which means, maybe the top for the US dollars, I don't know. But I don't see a lot of catalyst to get the Canadian dollar to go up. I really don't. We have no prime minister. We have no leadership in the country. We have no competitive advantage when it comes to economic activity right now. The world doesn't want oil. The world doesn't, need excess amounts of copper. And the world's not starving. I remember the world has to eat, need more egg. We gagged on it. And so I still like the US market over the Canadian market. And I'm going to do some work in the European market. The German market, for example, just hit a new all-time high. I'm looking at a few luxury brands in Europe to put our toe in the water with. And we do also have access to a European ADR portfolio. It's basically a bunch of European stocks managed by a fellow beside us. So, Ben Fossey is a good friend of ours, works directly with Canaccord. Jack and I, he's just another great partner on our team, but he's building a European portfolio. So I'm paying attention to that as well. It may delve into a bit of those ideas. But with that, everything is fine. Thank goodness. The tantrum was short-lived. Thank goodness. We're not out of the woods yet. There's going to be more drama. Just be aware we're going to be on top of it. This news, I'm going to say much of it was priced into the market. Even the reaction of market reaction from the tariff tantrum wasn't that dramatic. The market was down about 3%, 2.5% at its worst point. So much of this news was already priced into the market months ago, because this is not a total surprise to us. And my mentor said to me, and it reminds me, the policy of the U.S. administration for the next 4 years is put America first again. That's the policy. That's what he's going to be doing, and that's what we have to contend with. Agree, disagree, and whatever. It's that's the leadership. Hopefully, Canada comes back with some strong leadership in our next term, certainly at the federal level, and we continue to monitor and continue. We want to make money first. All we want to do. All we want to do is making money and manage taxes. I'll throw it over to Jack for some additional thoughts. Please, Jack.
Yeah, in terms of policy, Trump's policy is put America first. We are positioned well in advance of that. We have large cap. We have multinational companies, revenue from all over the globe, and our Canadian portfolio. So he's going to put 25% tariffs on Canada. Yesterday, our Canadian portfolio was actually our best performing portfolio, which is ironic. So our mandates are well diverse. They have, like I said, global revenue streams, and even our Canadian-centric portfolio is not focused on Canadian manufacturing that would be hit the hardest. So we're positioned well in advance of Trump's America First policy, and I don't expect this to be the last time he rattles his saber towards Canada, Mexico, or even China. So 4 more years.
Please, friends, anything we can do for you, we're here for you. Drop us lines, whatever you want. You want to get out for a bite to eat, we're always open. We eat every day. So anything we can do for you, we're here for you. Thanks for your time, and I wish you guys a lovely day. Bye-bye.